But ever since that day, something happened to the Sultan. People would see him sitting alone for hours at a time almost every day. It was obvious something was bothering him terribly. The Sultan would not touch his foods and he was visibly losing weight. His face was pale and gaunt, and no one knew what was affecting him. Oftentimes he would sigh deeply, and if someone asked him about what was bothering him, he would just give a blank look. A physician from the big city was called to examine the Sultan, but after a thorough examination, he was not able to find the cause of the Sultan's puzzling illness. So, everyone was now naturally worried. The Sultan was getting weaker every day, and so after about 1 week in bed, everyone was obviously wondering when the Sultan sent for Tun Utama to come to his bedside. With all his cabinet members by his side, the Sultan said, "Last night I had a dream. In my dream, my late grandfather came to visit me. And he said that the only medicine that can cure me is the liver of a bearded weasel." And the Sultan continued, "And so, my son Tun Utama, I am charging you with the task of finding this animal, and you are to leave immediately since my life is depending on it. And please, you are not to return without it." Tun Utama almost choked when he heard what the Sultan just said. He knew he could not do anything but to obey. Tun Utama went home and told his wife about the news. They were devastated by what the Sultan asked Tun Utama to do. They had just started to taste the happiness together, and now this. Tun Utama broke down and said, "Where can I find a bearded weasel? I don't think it even exists. If I don't know any better, I think the Sultan is trying to get rid of me." Suddenly Siti Sharifa stood up and laughed hysterically. "Oh my God," Tun Utama thought. "She must have gone mad." Siti Sharifa said after her laughter subsided, "My husband dear, I know what to do. I know where to find this bearded weasel. Don't you worry, my love. You'll do what I'm going to tell you, and please don't ask any question. Please, and trust me, everything will be all right. My love, please listen very carefully and do exactly as I say." Tun Utama did not have any choice but to obey, since he himself did not have any idea of what to do. "Tomorrow morning I want you to leave town and make sure your departure is witnessed by a lot of people. You will stay at the small inn at the outskirt of town, but make sure no one knows about it. Stay there until evening, and when the time comes, I will send someone to get you. Leave everything to me." Siti Sharifa said with a mischievous spark in her eyes.